I don't know how about you, but we hear left and right. I can't wait for spring to come. I can't wait for this season to be over. January, February is the worst months, is the darkest months. We will show you what we live in right now, what's the weather like, but I still think that it has a potential. And if you will start to see potential everywhere, your life could become much better. Because why not? Why not to make our life a little bit better?
Right now, I'm just reading a story about a woman from America that went to Australia, and she had the opportunity to travel with an Aboriginal tribe, very traditional, for a few months through the outback, through the desert in Australia. And she was sharing in that book how much she hated the flies. And I have been to the outback, I have experienced it firsthand. The flies there are so penetrant and so aggressive. Here, when we have a fly, we do this and the fly is gone. It will not come back for a while. But in the outback, they really don't care about any motions or movements. They will just stay right on you. And they, as soon as you have your eyes open, they try to get into your eyes. They try to get up to your nose, into your ears. When I'm eating, they would want to get into my mouth. And it's insane. It really can drive you nuts. And I was having like this nice Crocodile Dundee leather hat, and over it I had a net, which really made the experience much better. And she was sharing how horrible it was and that she was about to snap any moment. And later the Aborigines were telling her how they see it, and that it's actually a really wonderful thing. For them, nothing is unnecessary. Everything has a purpose. Everything is for a greater good. And what they would do is when they saw a swarm of these flies coming in, they would all just stand still, have their arms hanging down, close their eyes, and just wait. Just let the flies cover them completely, because the way they see it is, look, we have very fine skin because the flies are taking off the old dead dirt, the old dead skin cells, they're taking it away. They go into our ears, they clean our earwax and our sand from sleeping on the ground. They go into our nose, they clean it, because it's very important for them to be able to breathe very well in this dry weather, dry and hot heat. And for them, they're welcoming it. They are, okay, this is now time, and they surrender to it. Because if they would want to fight it, I don't know, they would have to have incense, they would have to wear capes and whatever to cover them. But they are part of this planet, they're part of this life. It is for a greater purpose. And so that way we have so many things that we think are horrible and you just can't make it, you can't endure it. But what if it is actually for our greater good, like we just learned from this example from these Aborigines? It's something I really love about Petra, because ever since I've been with her, she has shared with me so many things. You know, I would say, for example, oh my gosh, it's so bad if I would get stung by a bee, or oh my gosh, what if the dog gets stung by a bee? That's so horrible, it itches and everything. And then what were you saying about it?
I don't remember.
She was saying something like that she feels it is also like a vaccine.
Healing. It's healing.
She didn't see it as something negative, something bad, but you actually blessed it with something like, it's actually good for our dog now, and it's immunizing her.
But it's also because the bee gives her life, or its life, for your sting. So there has to be some dose for you in your blood for some, because bees are also used for healing certain things. The bee's poison, or they call it poison, is used in
Is it?
medicine.
Okay. And actually from a lot of venomous animals.
Yes, of
Poisons,
course,
yeah.
of course. But we have January, we'll have February. Everybody really wants to survive this. There is flu season. Everybody wants to be like preventing that and so on. And I feel that, yeah, it is okay to survive the winter, but we can also make the most out of the winter, which means, yes, we are not supposed to run around. We are not supposed to sweat as much as normally in spring and in summer, late autumn or autumn. And we are supposed to go within, deal with what we have inside of us, organize our closet, organize our home, get rid of a lot of things which we don't need, a lot of clutter, get rid of traumas, or just deal with it a little bit better so we are a better version of ourselves. This doesn't happen overnight, but it is very beneficial to really use this time. The nature is not unwise. The nature is very highly intelligent being. If you're in an area or region where it's not nice outside, when you can't go, there is no sunny like in Florida or something, you really could use this time to feel super cozy in your home, to have fire on or to have a heating on, and be grateful for what you have achieved, and what you can eat, what kind of food you can get in a store, and all these things which we forget and we take it for granted. When we have electricity running and everything like this is absolutely beneficial for us to remember. I remember today when I went out for a walk and I walked in that cloudy forest which we just showed you, and I was thinking, hey, every time I am feeling sick or I have some health problem, then I remember how grateful I would be for being well and having good digestion and sleeping well and all these things, and the body also needs some time off.
Like when I get sick,
Yeah.
and I say, please, I want to get through this, and when I get through this, I promise I will never take it for granted that I feel well.
I heard also one academic scientist in my country, and he said, okay, we are having a threat of certain flu-like viruses here, and what if it is our friends? What if they are like removing mucus from our body? We are coughing and sneezing, and the mucus goes out of our body and it's cleansing, and after that we don't have it in
the
there.
High temperature as well.
Yeah, that's why they are there. That's why maybe something else goes with it outside of our body. We don't know because we don't see it, because we don't have such a perfect perception of things, and we can't figure out the connections in this planet, why something is happening, because we see bacteria, maybe a little virus over there or here, some smaller particles like prions and so on, but we don't see smaller particles like energy and what it does on energetic level. We can just feel it. And that's why it's necessary to go within when we have it darker, when we are supposed to be like in uterus again. We are like fetuses, They are also in the darker environment and they are not in a full sunlight.
I have no idea where you take these things from, but they're really heart-opening and opening the mind as well, to see these things that we innately see as something negative and bad as something actually good and beneficial, like these Aborigines. I don't know how you have this, and I think you've had this all your life, right?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
I thought everybody has it.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And I think also now in these colder months is an amazing time to gather strength for the spring, because I feel it every year. As soon as the spring comes, as soon as I can feel a little bit the switch in the nature, in the environment, that I feel like the air is a little bit different, or we have it a little bit warmer, see certain flowers starting to come out. That's the moment where we get like this boost of energy, where we can start new projects and use it to really create something new. We decided for the first time ever that we will give a 20% discount on our hoodies and shirts that have these powerful affirmations of thank you and I love you on them. They change your energy, and they're also really beneficial for people around you, because just imagine you're walking with these in public, you're at the cash desk, and person behind you reads the message I love you, and that person might have gone through a really hard day. And it just brightens everyone's day. Whenever we wear these things in public, we see people looking at us, we see them sometimes take photos of us, and it's just a really beautiful message. And for Valentine's Day, also to show somebody how much they mean to you, we thought it would be a really nice gift. We also have these mugs. This one we really love, right? We had it on our cruise ship. keeps the drink warm or cold really long. And this is actually our absolute bestseller. For some reason, people really love this one and this color.
It's not ironed though. But...
Yeah. Just make sure that you order as soon as possible. You can click the link in the video description below with the code Valentine20. It might take up to 2 weeks for the products to arrive, depending where you are in the world. So check it out. It supports our channel a little bit, and we are also happy when we can spread this message all over the world.
That's why maybe I could say that in spring we have a lot of headaches, because the energy moves right up into the heart, and through the heart it goes to the brain, and then there is so much energy, and we didn't relax enough, and we didn't deal with our energy, with our clutter, and it all goes up into our head, and we have stomach aches. A lot of, people can't have problems with digestion, and also with headaches a lot in the spring. I know I used to have it, so I know how it feels. So that could be really beneficial also for you to listen to the rhythms of nature and really see, okay, it's dark, it's getting darker a little bit earlier, so maybe I'll light some candle for myself, preferably from beeswax or something, so you don't want to inhale anything bad for your lungs or so. And just stay open and see around you what you are not really able to see when you are hyper focused on everything else.
And why is nature so wise? Why is it like having all a purpose? It's because we have been born into this nature. We are part of it. We are not separate from it. If we would go to a different planet, then maybe those cycles and those rhythms of nature would not be coherent with our bodies, the way we've been brought up. But everything here has a purpose. We are really, I watched Avatar movies. I'm really all about the Na'vi people and how they have this beautiful connection with their mother, with their earth. And it's actually the same thing for us humans as well. We could have it too, but we just think, oh, it's just in some fantasy planet. No, we could have it too. And that's also why I'm happy to read this story about these Aborigines who are really, truly tribes people who...
Say the name of the book.
The Mutant Message.
Down Under.
Down Under, yes.
Or
it was
from Marlo Morgan.
Was a Christmas present from Petra for me, yeah.
And I didn't know he will want to see Avatar, so it's connected,
Yeah, it's like their connection is just something so... It just opens your consciousness for much more than like what this planet really is and means for us.
I had a question: how can I create relationship? You create relationship the way that you create relationship to yourself first, because nobody's going to teach you how to have a good relationship. You have to be ready with yourself. You make it nice for yourself first. You basically can have it so nice that you would want to date you. You would want to take you somewhere out, and then some other person could be just grateful to join you, So that's how the relationship could work as well. And it's not clingy, it's not needy relationship then. So I hope I could inspire you as well for that. And it's okay to be alone. Then you can be alone with a good book, with some beautiful story and so on.
If you watched until this far, I would be curious where you're from in the world. You can share it in the comments so we know what kind of climate you are having right now. If you also have it this cold and foggy as us.
What are your tricks or tips for other people to uplift their energy? I actually think we shouldn't uplift our energy. We should save our energy. We should go within and really be like the bear in hibernation somewhere. They found a shelter, or I don't know how to say it in a bear's terminology, but they are saving energy. You don't have to still uplift your energy, right? So how do you work with your energy in a winter? And how do you perceive your energy? How precious is it for you? Share with us.
We make you do a lot of thinking work and writing work.
And we are thinking with you about it as well. Yeah.
Don't ever forget that you're unlimited, and if you would like to share some more time with us, we also have this video here for you next.